I'm Emma Swidler and I'm an English major with a history minor. I'm working at the Poetry Society and I'm not really in a department. They're kind of letting me get a feel for all the departments. It's like right by Covent Garden. Not in the way that I thought. So I'm not really a poetry person. Although I'm an English major, I'm more interested in like old British literature, and so they're interested in much more like contemporary writing. But what I have gotten out of it is an understanding of how like cultural organizations in the UK work and how they get funding from the government. It's not a heritage organization, but they still need funds from the Arts Council. So they're part of the whole arts sector, and all of those organizations work in a similar way, and so that's interesting. Well, if you do know what you are interested in, be very specific with Katie, because I think she'll be more helpful. And I did have kind of a clear idea of wanting to work in some kind of arts or culture organization in London, and I was more interested in working in a literary museum, but I think that she took those ideas and found something probably more exciting actually, because a lot more goes on in the Poetry Society office than in like a literary museum probably. I had no idea what to expect, honestly. They said that I would work with like different departments and that some of the projects would kind of align with my interests, but that was all the information I got. Not really, actually. Like, everyone seemed like they were poets and like that they just were like spitting these names around of people that I had never heard of, and I felt like I was missing something. But I think once you're in an environment for a while and start to absorb kind of the language and the vocabulary, and they gave me good projects that made me get familiar with the poetry scene fast, and like what kind of work they do. And so, even though I didn't feel qualified in understanding the poetry community, I think they knew I had the right skill set, and so that's why it worked out. Lately, it's worked out where I have a couple projects that I do ongoing, and I'll go back to them when I have free time, and then usually when I get to the office, someone will be like, "Oh, Emma, I need you today to work with the marketing department because we have this competition coming up that we need publicity for fast." And so that's kind of nice, because then they're like smaller projects that have some sense of urgency. And so I guess my day will alternate between kind of a new task and some ongoing stuff. I've enjoyed doing work with the education department, because they do, like, they work with teenagers and young adults, and I just think that that's really inspiring, and they have like tons of different projects like with schools and stuff, and so I like working with them. I don't love doing computer work all day. I feel like it's nice to alternate between doing kind of like opening envelopes and sorting things and reading paper books and then doing computer stuff. So I guess it depends where you're working if you have that chance. I had a desk, but then my computer broke. And so I was sitting at a desk on like a floor with everyone, and it's a small room, like everyone's pretty tight, but it's nice because people are having conversations all the time and working together. But since losing my computer, I've just been kind of hopping around from desk to desk, which is nice because then I work with different people. Well, I guess I've gotten to go to a couple events for the internship, and they're at the location, like in the cafe on the first floor, but I've gotten to meet locals and people of all ages, and I think that's kind of the most important thing about doing an internship, is that it gets you out of just the 18 to like 22-year-olds age group of a university. Even if the people are just a little older, it's nice to work with people of different ages. I think you have to know it's going to be really time consuming, because it's not like it's a block of time each day you're there, which is not every day. But I think it's worthwhile. But you have the flexibility in the beginning of the term to choose your hours, and I think that choosing them strategically is important. I've never really had office work experience, and it's really a unique experience to work as an intern in London, just because you're faced not only with the challenges of a completely new office, but a completely new culture and city to navigate, and just those challenges, I think, make you learn a lot really fast.